Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about xenotransplantation, which is the possibility of using animal organs for human transplants. There is a massive shortage of human organs available for transplant. Every year, thousands of people die while waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. In the United States, more than 103,000 people are on the National Transplant Waiting List, and 17 people die each day waiting for an organ. Xenotransplantation. Xenos from the Greek meaning foreign or strange, or heterologous transplant is the transplantation of organs from one species to another, like from animals to human. Xenotransplantation, as the procedure is known, may sound like something from a science fiction movie, but doctors and scientists have been trying to develop it for decades. Xenotransplantation has the potential to revolutionize organ transplantation and save many lives. Let us try to understand about the transplantation process in simplified breakdown. Pig selection and genetic modification. Pigs are specifically bred to minimize rejection risks. They may undergo genetic engineering to remove sugars that trigger rejection and inactivate endogenous retroviruses that could potentially infect humans. Organ preparation. The donor pig undergoes surgery to carefully remove a healthy organ, like a kidney or heart. Recipient preparation. The human recipient undergoes evaluation and preparation for transplant surgery, similar to a standard organ transplant. This may involve immunosuppression to reduce rejection. Transplant surgery. Surgeons transplant the pig organ into the recipient, connecting blood vessels and bile ducts for livers to ensure proper function. Post-operative care. The recipient receives close monitoring to detect rejection and manage immunosuppression. Medications may be needed to prevent rejection and fight off potential infections. In 1984, baby Phi, born with a deadly heart defect, faced certain death within days. Regular baby heart transplants weren't an option back then. But her surgeon, Dr. Bailey, a trailblazer in animal-to-animal transplants, dared to try something new. Hoping to bridge the gap until a human heart could be found, Dr. Bailey performed the first-ever xenotransplantation, a transplant using an animal organ. Baby Phi received a baboon heart. While the surgery was initially a success, her body ultimately rejected the foreign organ after 21 days. Though Baby Phi's story ended tragically, it was a groundbreaking moment. It marked the first attempt at using animal organs for human transplants, opening the door for future research in xenotransplantation. This technology has the potential to save countless lives struggling with organ shortages. In January 2022, doctors at the University of Maryland made history. They performed the very first successful transplant of a pig's heart into a human being. The patient's name was Bennett, and even though he sadly passed away 2 months later, his case offered scientists a wealth of information to improve this new transplant method. This was basically the first time someone ever received a specially changed pig heart, and it helped pave the way for future transplants. The second person, Lawrence Faucett, received the transplant on September 20, 2023, and died after 6 weeks. But 30 years on, there are still many questions to be answered. Is xenotransplantation even feasible? And is it ethical? Imagine your body is a high-security castle. Your immune system is the army that guards it. This army is made up of special cells and organs that work together to keep bad guys, like viruses and bacteria, from sneaking in and making you sick. These special cells are like detectives. They can tell the difference between what belongs to your body and what doesn't, like germs. When they find an intruder, they attack and destroy it, just like loyal soldiers protecting their home. There's a big hurdle doctors face with transplants. Your body might fight the new organ. It sees it as an intruder and tries to attack it. To stop this, transplant patients take strong medications called immunosuppressants. These medicines chill out the immune system so it doesn't reject the organ. But these medicines weaken your body's defense system, making it harder to fight off germs and infections. So even a simple cold can turn serious for someone with a suppressed immune system. Swapping hearts between people works pretty well, but using animal organs like pig hearts in humans is trickier. Even with medicine to calm the immune system, the body often violently rejects the new organ within hours. This super-fast rejection is called hyperacute rejection. Scientists are working on a solution. They're engineering pigs with a special human gene. This gene lets the pigs grow a human protein on their organs. The hope is that this human body will fool the immune system into thinking the pig heart is actually human, preventing hyperacute rejection. Even if our bodies don't reject animal organs, there's another hurdle to overcome. Pigs are a popular choice for animal-to-human transplants because they're similar in size, easy to raise in captivity, and surprisingly close to us in body functions. Pigs carry a bunch of viruses, including up to 50 called porcine endogenous retroviruses. These viruses don't usually bother pigs, but they can jump to other species, like what happened in 2009 with the swine flu pandemic that caused many deaths. So, the concern is that these pig viruses could infect people who receive pig organs. Chronic rejection is a slower form of rejection that can develop over weeks, months, or even years. It is caused by the recipient's immune system slowly attacking the donor organ. Chronic rejection can eventually lead to organ failure. Scientists are working on ways to reduce the risk of rejection in xenotransplantation. One approach is to genetically modify animal organs to make them more compatible with the human immune system. For example, scientists can remove genes from animal organs that are known to trigger rejection in humans. Using animal organs for transplants raises questions about what's right. Some folks think it's not okay to take organs from animals to save people. Others say the good of saving lives might be more important. Even though there are hurdles to jump over, xenotransplantation could totally change organ transplants and save tons of lives. Scientists are working hard to fix the problems of rejection and diseases jumping from animals to humans. If they can crack these codes, xenotransplantation could become as common as any other surgery someday. Scientists are carefully screening animals for diseases before they are used for organ transplantation. They are also developing methods to reduce the risk of transmission, such as quarantining animals and using antibiotics. However, there is always a risk that a new or unknown disease could be transmitted from animals to humans. This is a risk that needs to be carefully considered. So, what does the future hold for xenotransplantation? It is still too early to say for sure. However, the potential benefits are enormous. If xenotransplantation can be made safe and effective, it could save the lives of millions of people. The idea of having a pig's heart beating in your chest might sound weird at first. It's totally normal to have mixed feelings. Think about it this way. When human-to-human heart transplants first came around, people thought it was strange too. But now, it's a normal medical procedure that helps many people live longer, healthier lives. Maybe xenotransplantation, using animal organs like hearts from pigs, could be the next big thing in transplants. It might take some getting used to, but if it saves lives, that's a pretty good reason to be open to it. If you like this video, then please like it and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching this video.